But we begin with breaking news. Just in the last 20 minutes, we now know the fate of one of the three teens accused of starting a deadly house fire in Green Valley Ranch in 2020.
19-year-old Gavin Seymour was sentenced to 4 decades in prison for the murder of 5 Senegalese family members in 2020. Thanks for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5 on this Friday. I'm Micah Smith.
And I'm Jason Grenauer. Denver 7's Rob Harris joins us live outside the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse in Denver with details on Seymour's sentencing.
Rob, those who knew the victims did not hold back during statements today.
It was emotional. It was almost 4 hours that we were hearing from both the loved ones of Gavin Seymour and then the loved ones of the family that was attacked in that house fire. Even a phone call from one of the family members who is back in Senegal and being translated in real time, basically just telling the judge how much pain and fear they've lived with every single day since that fire. For a long time, they thought that it was maybe targeted at them specifically. We later learned that was not the case, but they said they still carry this fear that something else could happen and that their family back in Senegal will never see them again. So they were very emotional, asking the judge for the maximum penalty that was allowed under the plea agreement that Seymour took. That was handed down, that 40 years with 5 years of parole plus possible restitution that will be decided at a later hearing. But it came after the testimony not only from the families of the victims, but also many people who know Seymour, his family, and what was really notable was some social workers who've been working with him after he became incarcerated for this, basically saying that they've seen him be a model prisoner and really express deep remorse for his actions. They were asking for the lightest sentence possible under the agreement, which would have been 16 years. Seymour himself spoke last. He apologized for his role in this and said that if he could trade places and bring back the ones who were killed and die himself, he said that he would do that. But he also asked the judge to look at the totality of his person and the possibility that he could redeem his life after this. The judge acknowledged that, but basically said he was already getting a shorter sentence because 40 years was part of a plea agreement. So the judge handed down that full sentence. We're gonna have more on this tonight at 6 o'clock. Guys.
So much heartache in that courtroom. Our Rob Harris reporting tonight. Thank you. 2 other teenagers, Kevin Bowie and Dylan Siebert, were also accused of setting that fire. Siebert pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. The case against Bowie is still pending.